LoveLine.
LoveLine is meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. This is LoveLine. LoveLine. With Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam, that's Dr. Drew. When we do the best of, we get to stay home. For me, I get to stare at the TiVo and get drunk. For Drew, he gets to follow his kids around and live his life vicariously through the eyes of three young, beautiful triplets. So, and you guys get the best of LoveLine. So, without any further ado, here it is, the best of LoveLine. Hey, everybody, LoveLine. I'm Adam, that's Dr. Drew. 1-800-LOVE-191. Drew's telling me how he's going to set up surveillance cameras in his house when his kids turn 13 and try to catch them.
15.
30, you said 13 to 15.
Yeah. That's why I'm going to start building it out.
Yeah, give him an eating disorder, Drew. Let him grow. Let me tell you something, man. If you love something, you set it free, man. If it comes back, then it's true love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to love someone enough to set them free. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder if we'll ever get far enough away from the 70s.
I don't know. Drew, you ever set anyone free? They never come back.
Of course not.
Yeah. And it's called getting dumped, by the way.
Yeah.
Or fired or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Setting them free.
Terminating.
Man. Yeah. You usually actually set people free because you don't love them that much. That's usually how it works.
Yeah. That's the whole point.
Court?
Yep.
You're 22?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're Mormon, and your wife's Mormon,
Yeah.
and you're both virgins.
Yep.
And your wife went to see the gynecologist, right?
She did.
Yeah. And she did. Well, how did the gynecologist know about the size of your penis?
Well,
She didn't.
Told her.
She told her. What did she tell her?
She said that it is. I guess she pulled out a sizing chart or whatever.
Yeah, that's why I know this is totally bogus.
Court. Now, this is bogus, buddy.
This isn't. I swear.
All right. I believe you.
The gynecologist gave her tools. I guess is what you would call them. Said, "I want you to use these, and this will help. Get you ready for sex."
All right. I believe her.
Yeah, well, what'd she give you?
She gave her the little plastic
Cordless
thing.
drill. And
Plastic,
the
they're
pad sander.
acrylic sizers?
They look kind of like syringes, except they don't have the tip on the end, and they start small and get bigger and bigger.
Right, there's acrylic.
Yeah. It's a wedge.
Yeah.
Good for splitting wood.
Well, that's good.
All right. Well, there you go.
Just
And I guess she said the biggest one still wasn't quite as big. So
That's nice. Oh, boy. I tell you, if you can be bigger than the biggest crotch stretcher, that's a feather in your cap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like they don't make underpants my size, sweetie pea. That's nice. Yeah, it's nice when you go. It's like, oh yeah, I know condoms. I can't buy them off the shelf. I gotta have them made.
Custom condom.
Custom condom.
That's the new label.
They took
Custom condom.
Yeah.
XL. Special order.
How's it work? They take an impression. There's a fluffer. You just drop it in a wax mold. It can burn a little bit, but they do it, and then they do a negative mold, and then they dump the plaster of Paris into that, and then they end up dumping the acrylic over that.
It's one of the ways.
It's about a 4-step process.
They used to make vaginas when the male to female transsexuals.
True. How many times can you whack the mic in 8 seconds?
They have them sit on these acrylic devices.
Oh, and they would yoke them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, auger them out.
Yeah.
Yoke them. Good times. All right, so his wife's doing the thing.
That's good. Yeah, it's good.
And little lube wouldn't hurt.
we tried plenty of lube. We've gone through a bottle and a half of Astroglide.
Why didn't you have to go on your mission if you're a Mormon?
Well, I decided not to. You don't have to go.
Really?
Yeah, I elected not to go.
Oh.
Did you have your spot sort of picked out?
Yeah, I actually had my mission call and everything. And then
where are we going to go?
I was going to go to the Ukraine.
Wow.
That'd be interesting.
What's going on? You guys can eat pig all right?
Yeah, we can eat pig.
Yeah. All right. See? It all makes sense.
What with Joe Smith reading the tablets out of a hat?
Well, here's the whole thing about religion. religion is like a blonde chick who's going by on a motorcycle. You go, wow, smoking hot chick just went by on a motorcycle. And if you get up close up to it, like they stop and you walk around, you find out it's a dude most of the time. Or at least they have bad skin and crooked teeth and stretch marks. Better they just keep moving. Just keep moving. If you examine it, that's when it gets a little bad.
Well, or as they said,
Mormons, great. You start talking about Smith and his methods and what he did. You start scratching beneath the surface. It gets a little dicey.
As they said in South Park, which was, if you can't, the Mormon child in the South Park episode said he has a good life, loves his family, has a church that espouses good things, and so you have a problem with how that got started.
Yeah,
go to hell.
That's right. All right, we'll see you there. Jeff, I just want to know how you can all be right. How can all of you be right?
Or all be wrong. You know what I mean?
Well, you're all right. The Mormons, the Jews, the Islam, they're all right.
But what about Buddhists and Hindus?
All right. Everyone's right. Everyone's right? You're all right. Think about that for a minute.
Well, but the Christians were clear that everyone else is wrong.
Wow.
Everyone else going to hell.
So great. Jeff, all I want is please everyone with the reverence for these nut jobs, these mental patients known as fundamentalists. Just let's start verbally abusing them.
You know that fundamentalism only exists in certain countries, and America is one of the few where there is such a thing as fundamentalism.
Here's all I'm saying.
You don't see fundamentalism in Switzerland.
You know how we freely make fun of fat people in this culture? Let's take some of that and turn it toward religious folk. That's all. They deserve to be laughed at. That's all. Let's stop nodding our heads and pretending like we respect whatever the retarded ideology is. Jeff?
Yeah.
You're 22?
But not so much the retarded ideology. Let's let people have their own retarded ideology, but let's not excuse every sin as soon as you bring up God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And just...
I'm a drug addict, or I'm abusing my interns or whatever, and I'm going to ask for forgiveness. Good. Thankfully.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
Just everyone, shut your goddamn pie holes when it comes to your own retarded faith. Please. Just shut your pie hole. Jeff?
Yeah.
Go ahead. And I'm done. No chains, no outfits, no nothing. Just nothing. Go ahead.
Go
ahead, Jeff.
My question?
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
I've been married for 4 years now, and I love my wife very, very, very much. And we live with my in-laws, which is unfortunate for me.
Mm-hmm.
And we're looking to get our own place, only in Southern California it's really, really hard. Apartments are really expensive. Mm-hmm. And I'm a full-time truck driver. I make decent money, but it takes two incomes to get a place, and she works part-time and goes to school. And she goes to school more than she works. And that's fine, I want her to pursue what it is that she wants. And
wait a second. She goes to school more than she works?
Yeah. She just did four...
Come on, bud. Hold on a second. She goes to school more than she works?
I wasn't even paying attention.
All right. All right. Let's, again, I'm going to try this one more time. She goes to school more than she works? There you go. That fifth time's the charm.
Yeah.
Jeff?
Yeah.
Hey, you drive trucks.
Yeah.
18-wheeler?
Yeah.
And how much do you make? Because I was thinking about this the other day. I really was thinking about being a truck driver.
I make about $700, $800 a week.
$700-800 a week. And where are you going?
Anywhere the road takes me. I work mainly in California, Arizona, and Nevada.
Mm-hmm. Huh. $700-800 a week. Seems like you could do a little better than that driving an 18-wheeler.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Nothing, huh?
Yeah.
It's still $40,000 a year.
Yeah. I thought truck drivers, that'd be more like $1,000-1,200 a week. You're working long weeks, right?
Yeah, I get off about a day a week, and that's about it.
Okay. All right, so you drive, can you move up? Can you get some sort of a hazardous material license or something, get certified?
Oh, yeah, I have all that stuff, all the endorsements.
All right. And still down, it's making $13 an hour or something.
Should be making $50,000.
I've only been doing this for about 8 months now.
All right. I know it seems like more than 13, but what I mean is he's probably working 55, 60 hours a week driving all over. Okay. Anyway, all right, you're going to make more money. She's going to make more money. You're living at home. You want to move out to Southern California. Everything's too expensive.
Yeah, and I told her that, maybe if she stopped going to school right now and worked a little more with both our incomes, we could get our own place. And
Yeah.
because we're living
I understand you
this life,
can't have an apartment on $50,000 a year.
And why can't you get an apartment?
it's just so expensive to move out. You know, you got a, apartment's like $1,000, $1,200, and then they want security deposit that's almost, the same as the first month's rent, and then you got to get all your utilities hooked up. So we're looking at least $3,000 to move out, just to get started.
Well, here's what you got to do. Is she going to junior college?
Yeah.
She's
community
done.
college.
Get her out of there. No, don't call community.
What kind of work is she doing?
What's that?
What kind of work is she doing?
She's trying to get into pathology.
What kind of work?
What kind of work is she doing?
What's she doing
She
now?
works at a department store.
Okay. All right. Here's your plan. You ready?
What does he mean get into pathology?
Look,
I got to know what that means.
He thinks pathology. He means like he looks at himself as a pathologist because he drives on a path, a paved road. I think he just means like leading campers.
I just got to know.
All right, Jeff.
Yeah.
Pathology.
I don't know, something like that. Crime scene, something CSI, I don't know, something along those lines. She's taking
Crime
some
investigator.
classes.
Okay.
Crime scene investigator. All right.
All right. So here's the plan. Get her out of that junior college. She goes to work. Maybe she just goes. Here's the beauty about junior college. You're never graduating, so it doesn't matter when you leave and when you come back. It's an open door. Remember in the old Mayberry series?
Open door policy.
Remember the old Mayberry series, Otis, the town drunk?
Yes.
No,
Is that
that's
him?
Floyd the barber.
Floyd, that's right.
Otis, the town drunk, would just let himself in and out of it. He'd come in after a night of drinking. He'd walk right into a cell and slam the door behind him.
Right.
That's what junior college is. Don't worry, that cell door will be open. You stagger in drunk whenever you want. Do it in your 40s, do it in your 80s. It doesn't matter. You can leave at any time. There's no punishment. There's no window that ever closes. Average age at a junior college is 85.
It's not like there's a course of study you got to complete in a certain period of time. There's nothing like that there.
No, my mom went to Valley College. You know what she majored in? Walking in a circle and waiting to die.
She did it great. Well, she's excelled.
They would just walk. It would be her. They would just keep walking in a circle until people fell.
Once in a while, would they yell freak out?
Seriously, you know what my mom's major was at Valley College?
What?
Chicano studies.
Ooh. Chris.
What's wrong with that? It's pretty good.
What's wrong with it? She looks like Tom Petty. That's what's wrong with it. She's got blue eyes and limp, straight hair. She's like God. If the sun, if she walks near a sundial, she gets sunburned. The sun, she's got to wear a Panama hat.
So Whitey doesn't deserve to study Chicano.
Whatever she wants to major in, that's fine.
Listen, here's what I'm
Chris,
saying.
Wait. There's something being reflected here, Mr.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
Look, all I'm saying is nothing wrong with the Chicanos, but
cool.
Wait, Chris, do you mean you've decided what your course of study is going to be?
No, mine is communications.
No, I know, but you remember the other day I ran into you in Starbucks?
Yeah.
What
I
happened?
think it's going to be math.
He was studying, he was getting advice on what courses he was supposed to. I could tell that's what he was doing.
I don't know.
Who is he talking to?
The guy from the Karate Kid. The
Mr.
coach.
Miyagi?
The coach.
You were talking to Mr. Miyagi?
Yes.
Wait
That's
a
who he was
minute.
talking to.
Am I high? What's
Right?
going
It's
on?
not Mr. Miyagi.
Does he not look like that?
Oh, look, there's any balding Asian guy who's, over 65 and over 180 pounds looks like Mr. Miyagi. Let's face it.
That's not who you were talking to?
No.
Drew, did you really think he was talking to the sensei from the
No.
Karate Kid?
But he looked a lot like him.
All right.
Or at least
Listen.
the respect that Chris was showing him, which I've not ever seen in this studio, was reminding me of that sort of an interaction.
Here's all I'm saying. Your wife drops out of junior college, and don't call it community college, call it junior college. It makes it easier to turn your back on it.
Yeah.
Yes. She goes to work, and you guys move out. You get a place.
Yeah.
Here's the whole thing about all that. Save up a few bucks and move out. And no one is ever really ready to move out. You just move out.
Yeah.
You make it work. Let me impart a little philosophy on everybody. I'm going to say this to you, Drew. Am I boring you, Drew?
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay,
But I want
you're
the philosophy.
yawning. Here's the deal. Chris, listen up, buddy.
I'm here.
Okay. People spend their lives sort of not overextending themselves. Like, I don't want to move out until I'm totally ready.
Yeah.
That car is about $80 a month too expensive for me. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Here's the thing. Go ahead and do it and let it motivate you. Right. I know Drew thinks I'm irresponsible.
No. Actually, you know what?
Want to move out?
You know
You'll
what?
pay the bills.
This is what happened when we moved in our house. That exact thing.
What I say to you.
Just do it. Just do it.
Let me.
To me, and somebody else said to me exactly what you're saying. They said, you know what? You ought to challenge yourself and see if you can do it. I thought, wow, I've never thought of that kind of move in those terms.
Look, I will say this to everybody who's thinking about buying, who's been renting for the last 20 years. I have my electrician, Jose, bought himself a house in Sun Valley. He's got a family, the whole bit. Came to me about 3 years ago. He said, Jefe. Calls me the Jefe.
I know, I've seen that.
I like that. Yeah, he said, I got this house. It's out in Sun Valley. It needs some work. I'm thinking about buying, but I'm not sure because of the payment. I said, do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just go get it. Just go get in it. And he said, well, I don't know. I'm really worried because I said, when have you not paid your rent? When have you not made your monthly payment? You always do.
Yeah.
You always figure it out. You always, as a human, you fantasize about failing much more than you actually ever fail. Drew, you spent a whole life creating elaborate fantasies about failure, yet you never fail. And that's only maybe you use it as a motivational tool,
right.
But it's always, how am I going to do this? Can I afford the car? You didn't want to get the car. You enjoy the car, but you didn't want the car. Now I know the house. Can I enjoy the house? No, you put the challenge in front of you and you step up. That's the kind of person you are. You're not some Skid Row junkie. You're a person who takes care of business. And I told this to Jose the electrician. I said, get the house and you'll make it work. You'll figure it out. Believe me, you'll thank me. And every time I see the guy now, when I'm not yelling at him to put stuff in, he cursed me because his wife left him. He's destitute.
He's got the damn house now.
Actually, want to know if he could crash in my van. No. He says to me, first off, he bought the house for $118,000. It's worth $400 now,
nice.
which is a nice chunk of change when you don't have anything in the bank, number one. And he just says, you're right. I just made the payment just like I made the payment at the apartment. I worked a little harder. I figured it out. It motivated me, and it's easy. I don't even know why I even thought about it. And I hear people hemming and hawing about buying a condo or a house or a car. It goes on and on and on. The calendar pages fly by. 10 years goes by. Everything just goes up.
That's right.
Forget it. Just go do it. And you'll make it work. Challenge yourself. I'm not saying go over Niagara Falls in a barrel. I'm just saying move out of your in-laws' house, get an apartment, you'll pay the bills.
You're right.
That's it. You roll your sleeves up. All right, now I got to nap and beat off.
No, we got a call.
Oh.
Colleen, 17.
Colleen?
Hi.
What's up, baby doll?
My mom's addicted to Vicodin and Valium.
Great.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah, great times. And, she's had seizures from it before,
That's bad.
You have seizures from the withdrawal or
From
what?
Valium, yeah.
The Valium withdrawal or just from the Valium?
Valium withdrawal.
withdrawal.
All right.
And,
what's the question?
it kind of freaks me out, and I'm really worried about her, so
Yeah, you should be. Has she been through treatment?
no.
She has to go to treatment. This is not something that's going to... I wrote a book. No, listen.
Read your book.
No. I wrote a book about this exact situation called
Really?
When Painkillers Become Dangerous. And it's much more of a medical book, a sort of a specific discussion of exactly why this happens, how it happens, how you treat it, how you get somebody into treatment. I wrote it with a bunch of doctors with the Hazelton organization. When Painkillers Become Dangerous. But Adam, earlier I was going to say something about...
well, wait a minute. Where can she find the book?
Amazon or most bookstores should be able to order for you, but Amazon is fine.
What's it called again?
When Painkillers Become Dangerous.
All right.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. What should Colleen do? That's it?
Hang on a second. Just let me make a comment about that.
Palatine?
No, let me finish my thought for a second. It was referring back to that crazy guy that was creating the chaos, the white trash.
12-step?
Yes, she should go to Colleen should go to Al-Anon or some sort of 12-step codependency treatment process and find an addiction specialist in your area who can maybe refer you to a treatment center. She'll need to be detoxed in a hospital. But I was thinking about this guy and his chaos. And I know he's a jackass. That guy that was dating the ex-girlfriend and the Stephanie. Remember Stephanie?
Yes.
A few calls ago. And I thought to myself, there's a statement, and I smell addiction too there too with that guy.
I farted.
Yeah, well. And I heard a great definition today of the difference between an addict and an alcoholic. An alcoholic will steal your money. An addict will steal your money and then come back the next day and help you look for it.
Oh.
That good? Isn't that good?
Hold on a second. Chris.
Aha.
There you go.
That was the best one yet. See?
Yeah.
Heartfelt.
By the way, that's one of those ones, by the way, where you go, yeah, oh yeah,
That's
and then
heavy,
you walk
man.
away and you go, what the F is he, what does that mean?
Think.
I don't know, but it's solid.
It's a good one.
It's good, but it's not so good that you know why it's good. It's just good.
It just is a subtle. Any addict will lie. All addicts lie. So alcoholics all lie. But the addict, as opposed to the alcoholic, takes it to the almost absurd
Sociopath.
extent. Yeah, but they're not sociopaths because when the addictions get better, they stop all that stuff.
Okay, hold on a second. What? Yes?
I could picture that, yeah.
Ooh,
All right,
scary.
All right.
Picture it.
Because you focus. Hold on a second. Let me say something. When you've mastered the uh-huhs,
Yeah.
then we could move in to the casual yes ands in the conversation. You know what I mean? Like, I see. And,
I see. Hold it.
I mastered the uh-huh.
No. We've not begun to master the uh-huh. We need at least, I'll tell you, we need a good, 8 clean uh-huhs.
Ahas or ahas?
Aha.
Yeah.
Oh.
Aha. We need about a good clean 8 ones, and then we can start getting in the, I sees. See what I'm saying?
Got it.
All right, you ready to rock?
Let's go.
Let's move on.
Kristen?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or
Uh-huh.
Here we go. There we are.
Oh, my God.
Hi.
What's up, Kristen? Yeah.
Hi.
What's
I have a
happening?
question for you.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a lot of background.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I have a question for Dr. Drew.
Yeah.
I am a student at the University of Colorado, and I was actually kind of inspired to call from a caller that called in a little while ago asking about Adderall. I was diagnosed when I was 15 with ADHD, and they had me on Adderall for the longest time, and I started abusing it. I'm pretty sure that I need it. They have me on a drug right now called Strattera. Supposedly, it's the only drug they have out there for ADHD that's not a stimulant, and I don't think...
Well, I've seen people abuse Strattera, so I don't let my patients use Strattera. I don't.
Strattera!
Now
Milton
it's mild and it's not supposed to, but I've seen it over and over again, and it's a problem.
All right, let's take a little break.
Yeah.
Are we good?
Yeah, I'd like to hear what else
That's enough.
Kristen has to say. But if you are an addict, you should not be on stimulants, period. You should be in a 12-step program. You should be dealing with the addiction, and magically a lot of your stuff will get better. ADD, ADHD in the setting of addiction is routine. Pretty much all addicts have ADD, ADHD symptoms.
Liz,
Hi.
you're 16.
Yeah.
Your boyfriend cheated.
Yeah, he kissed this woman. She's like 30.
Ooh.
Yeah.
His mom?
A woman. So it's
Yeah, a woman.
Yeah,
How old is he?
how old is he? He's 18.
Ah.
So, I mean, I can understand, that's pretty tempting, and I know how he is. He's pretty, he's flirtatious, and I was just thinking, am I stupid for, still being with him? I talked to his sister, and she even said, she's like, you know what, he really feels something for you, and, even before we got together, we were, best friends. We were just great together,
He was standing next to her with a dry erase board. I feel the heart. You. Picture of a sheep.
How did he was making out with a 30-year-old?
Wait a second. Well, we're going to figure out how Liz figured out her 18-year-old boyfriend got the little kissy-kissy on a 30-year-old.
Yeah.
And, it's weird, but if you're young, the adult thing is kind of like you get a little bit of a pass. Little bit.
It's not really with somebody?
You wouldn't say no. I mean, you know what I'm saying? For a guy.
It has no reproductive potential.
No, it's just... If you're 18 and your girlfriend's 16 and you start diddling one of her 16 or 17-year-old friends, you're screwed.
Bad times.
If you do it with, someone who's the man, I mean, mom's like, here's the deal. When you're 16, remember what you thought? How old were 30-year-olds when you were 16? 130?
Yeah.
700?
Yeah.
Like Mark Twain
Yes.
age? You're 30. Let me tell you something. So when did you graduate high school? You're 30. You've been out of high school for 14 years, or forget about it. You're done. 12 years. You're here's the whole thing. You could fathom people. Here's how it went. When you're 16, there's people that graduated last year. There are people that graduated the year before that. You can go back 2 years, and then there's your mom and dad's friends.
Well,
it just jumps up.
Then that's, oh my God, look how everyone's dressed. Oh my God.
You're just old.
Yeah.
You go, graduate the year before, graduate the year before that, dad's friend from work. Dad's golf buddy.
Yeah.
So the idea that you can get it on with one of those people, I think you get a pass. All right. Drew, Chris, am I right?
And Chris, did you see how I did that? See that? Yeah. Taking notes?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
We'll take a quick break. We'll get back with Liz and her cheating beau after this.
LoveLine will be right back. So get your problems ready. Ready.
Huh? Oh, I was just complaining.
No, really?
Hey, everybody. Hey, Drew, have you heard that before?
You complain?
Have you heard it?
I'm thinking. I'm sort of confused by the question even.
One time, remember we went out to eat,
Yeah.
and I ordered an iced tea,
Yeah.
and
Didn't
it
have
brought
passion
me,
fruit in
it
it?
brought me Diet Coke,
Yeah.
and then I said to you, boy, I wish I'd had the iced tea. I wish they brought me the iced tea, but I still drank the Diet Coke.
Yeah, that was much I've ever heard you complain.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it.
Remember that time?
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
we're on the road. I'm not sure
Yeah.
we were in Cincinnati
Yeah.
or where we were.
Yeah, probably
It was
Cincinnati.
about 8 or 9 years ago.
Yeah, I can barely remember it, but it was
that
such a
sounds-
standout
It
experience.
sounds familiar, right?
Yeah, having you complain was just, I mean, I was so shocked that I remember to this day.
Yeah, that was the only time.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Phone number 1-800-LVE-191. Back to the phones we go. We're going to speak to Liz, who's calling from beautiful Canoga Park. By the way, 71 degrees out there. Liz?
What's up?
Okay, so your boyfriend's 18, and he kissed a woman, a 30-year-old.
Yeah.
And how do you know?
He told me because
He told you. Yeah, I was about to say he told.
Yeah,
Because you can do that.
Yeah, he actually broke up with me before he told me, and he lied to me. He said that it was because he's going to work and school and all this, and he's like, I don't think it's fair that I'm not going to have time for you, blah, blah, blah. And then later, a few days later, he came over and just admitted it to me.
The reason he broke up was that he'd been making out with a 30-year-old.
Oh, he'd missed. He said kissed.
Yeah, he kissed her once.
Yeah, well, let's
Right.
interpret that.
I'm picturing a 4-hour 69 session.
Yeah, okay.
That's me.
Yeah. What's he doing with a 30-year-old? Liz?
Do they work together?
No, his roommates, it's his roommate's best friend.
How old is his roommate?
His roommate is like 30-something. She's
What
living
the
with
hell?
the family.
What?
She's living with his family?
No, he's living with the roommate's family. She's like 30 years old, and she has
Oh.
like kids and stuff.
What's wrong with him? Why is he living with them?
Oh, because he just moved out of his house, and he needed a...
Oh, hold on, Adam. Okay, he's living with a 30-year-old family because he moved out.
He moved out.
To live
Well,
with
he
them.
moved out of his house.
Oh, his house. Okay, got it.
Slow down.
So
Slow down.
He's just renting the room.
He moved out of his house.
And he
So
moved
that's
in and pays rent.
what-
Got that?
Slow down.
Okay,
Slow down.
okay,
Slow down.
okay.
Yeah.
Moved out of his house, and he
Okay.
moved into hers.
Why did he? Okay. So
No, I gotta know.
All right. Why did he move out of his house at 18?
Because his family gives him a lot of problems. Like they're into his business, and like it's too much, So he just decided to move out, and
All right.
he's just renting a room.
I'm guessing his business is stuff that they should be into because it's probably
Illegal.
not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how did he end up with a 30-year-old family?
Oh, because she had an ad in the newspaper, and she's just
Wow.
pretty much
And now
renting a
he's
room.
sleeping. He's sleeping with her friend. Now it's
They're
weird.
not sleeping. It's just kissing.
Yeah, I'm sure he didn't, because I know him pretty good. I know that he can lie to me. I know when he lies, and I talk to his sisters. I talk to his mom, and they all know what's going on.
All right.
So I'm sure that he just kissed her, and
Okay.
because I know
All
he
right.
is too.
All right. And there's probably a little more to him moving out of the
Oh,
house
yeah.
than parents being into his business. Parents probably found a hydroponic pot farm.
Well, and also when the
in his
probation
closet,
officer showed
right.
up, and
Yeah. What was he doing? Growing weed?
No, I know his family. They get in his business a lot. Like they even get in my business, and I'm not even part of the family. So he has all the reason in
I
the world
see.
to move out.
You're not part of it. You're not his sister?
No, and they still get
I
in my
see.
business. It's like
I see.
they're like
And you're
that.
not, okay. You're not related.
Huh?
I
No,
see.
hell no.
I see. I see. But they still get in your business.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't trust this guy that much. I worry a little about you. This guy's 18, you're 16. That's 2 years. That's a fairly big 2 years, but it's even bigger when the guy's living with the 30-year-olds. And believe me, this is white trash, these 30-year-olds he's shacking up with. I don't trust him at all. Where's the dad?
His dad.
Not his dad. Where's his roommate's dad? Yeah.
The wife, husband.
She comes in and he comes in and around. He doesn't live with them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't like these chicks.
Yeah.
I'm like smelling meth on these chicks. And look, whenever you have to rent the room out, there's trouble. And whose house is it? It's their parents' house, right? Who kicked off or something? Where do they get a house to rent out a room?
Well, she was already living there. That's her house. And
how did she get it? How did she get the house?
She makes good money. She's a nurse, I guess. She lives there with her 2 kids.
Right. Okay. No, I got the part where she's renting the room out. I just want to know where she got a house. Guaranteed
she makes good money. She bought it.
Yeah. She had her parents killed. All right. Something screwy, and she's a nurse, so she's nuts. I don't trust it. I don't like this, and this is not right for you. How about you just date a nice high school guy? Why do you got to? You're 16. What do you got to be an old lady for?
Yeah.
All right. Look, Liz.
Yeah.
Just please listen to me. I'm a genius. You're marginal. You're not a complete idiot, but you're 16 and you're calling from Canoga Park. So you can't be that smart. Here's the thing. Act like you're in high school, would you? Stop being such a grown up.
Yeah.
This guy's trouble. He's going to screw with you. He's going to cheat. He's going to get you pregnant. Just find a nice 16-year-old guy from high school, plays on the football team.
This is not a good situation.
Start being a 16-year-old.
But you broke up anyway. Right? Let it go.
And you broke up. Can you do that? All right. Listen, I can hear the white trash oozing from her pores.
Sheesh.
That's bad.
Yeah.
The whole grow-up thing, too fast. Disaster.
It's more than that, though. It's the chaos. Gotta have the chaos and the drama and the the sociopaths. I mean, can't let go of a sociopath.
Yeah, no, and I'm no one can tell me anything, and I'm all right. Jay,
Yes.
you're 16.
Yes.
You're female.
Yes.
What's up?
Here about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I had an abortion done.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy that I was with when I had it done, he argued, we fought, he hit, and I feel bad for what I did, but I don't.
He hit?
Yeah.
He hit you?
Yeah.
Did you call the police?
All the time.
Don't call the police. Everybody.
Did you can stay away from this guy now?
He's in jail right now.
For hitting you?
No.
Not only that, but he was 21.
For having sex with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So now what? By the way, present your dad with the golden boot to the sack medallion, would you please?
The Corolla boot to the sack medallion.
Yes, just give him a nice swift kick in the nuts if you ever see him again, because he did a horrible job.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, what's your question?
Okay, I don't know if I did the right thing or not, and
With the abortion.
My body's been sending me mixed emotions about the whole thing.
I bet.
All right. It's you did the right thing.
Even though the sort of prevailing wisdom is that women don't have a depressive reaction or any kind of remorse after having abortion, I've never talked to a woman that doesn't have very, very strong feelings about it, and they're bodily-based feelings more than some sort of morality issue. They feel the departure. They feel they had even early in the pregnancy, there's a relationship of some type. There's some sort of chemical reaction. And when they go from pregnant to not pregnant, they feel an intense sense of loss.
Of course.
I've seen it a billion times. Every woman I take their history from, when I say, how many times you've been pregnant? They say 6 times. How many children you have? They say 2. And I go, what happened to the other 4? They look down. They're remorseful. They start tearing up. They react. They intense.
Well, leave them alone,
It was
Drew.
30 years ago. Something.
Well, I would say leave them alone. Then don't ask about the other 4. Come on.
They could have been spontaneous abortion. They can document it.
It never is. Leave them alone. Stop passing judgment.
But that's my point. If there were no reaction,
Okay, well, look, how naive can we be? And
believe me, the guys don't talk like that.
No,
the males are involved with it. Don't.
But how naive can we be to think that a woman can, get into the state of pregnancy and then just have it vacuumed out of her and walk away free and clear physically and emotionally? I mean, obviously, think about what a tall order that is for women.
Yeah, but the point is, we want to believe that well, if we didn't have all the social conditions that we had that makes women feel the way they do, it's nonsense.
Go, Drew.
It's a profound biological shift.
That's
a
right,
tremendous,
buddy.
tremendous change in the physiology.
You go,
and
boy.
of course, as you say, Adam, it's a tall order to think that there'd be zero reaction to that. Zero.
Look, women freak out when they have their period, for Christ's sake. Imagine having their kid vacuumed
Thank
out of
you.
their uterus.
Thank you.
Jay,
Yeah.
you did the right thing, though. All that being said, you're 16. This guy's 21. He's a criminal. Now, here's the whole thing. Let me say this to everybody. You have remorse. Fine. Don't spiral into some sort of shame or depression thing. Use this as a motivator. A, don't get pregnant again. I wish everybody could do this. Like, oh, you don't like this feeling? You had the abortion. It was expensive. It was emotional. It was physically taxing. Good. Remember this. Here's everything. That's it. This is what I'm saying, Drew.
All right, I'm listening.
Nothing is okay. This is a tragedy, and maybe you'll carry this with you for some time, maybe forever. It becomes a real tragedy if you make the mistake again, or if it doesn't serve as a motivator to do something.
Sure.
So if this serves as motivation for you to get in better relationships, if this serves as motivation for you to use protection, if this serves as motivation for you to make something of yourself, then fine. It's still a tragedy, but it turned out to be a motivator that got you on the right track. If this just makes you depressed and you have more sex with more strangers with less protection and you get 5 more abortions, then you might as well just take yourself out now. So there, let it motivate you. Let all the F up things. Every time you F up, you get popped for a DUI, horrible thing, bad thing. Maybe it'll get you into treatment. If it gets you into treatment, it's a good thing.
Right.
It really is.
Right.
If it just makes you depressed and you want to drink more and you get another 5 DUIs, then it's a bad thing. You see what I'm saying? Use it. Use it as a tool. Am I right, Chris?
Uh-huh.
There you go. We'll be right
Let
back.
it in.
Right back after this.
LoveLine will be right back. So get your problems ready.
Drew, how much money do guys spend trying to get chicks? Into the billions?
Yes.
Cars,
Everything.
condos,
Everything.
hair plugs.
Yeah.
All they need is some Axe deodorant body spray and $1 million. Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. All right, let's go. Let's rock on.
We need
Let's
to.
rock
Come on,
out.
come
Let's
on.
go. Let's party. Let's party now.
Jerry,
Hey,
25.
25.
What's your question?
my question is there such a thing as a sex addict? And if
Yes.
there is, how can you tell if that person is a sex addict?
Sex addicts with women usually come to sexual addiction through love and intimacy compulsion.
Okay.
Sex addicts usually were addicted to a chemical first. They always have to have a family history of addiction or alcoholism, and they always have a history of sexual abuse in childhood.
Ooh. Were you sexually abused?
No.
Wow.
So sexual addiction is really about being an addict and having a progressive focus on this behavior in spite of its consequences.
What about this? What about just abandoning father and every male becomes your daddy who you're trying to get the attention of to
Well,
your
but
sexuality?
maybe she didn't see sexual abuse because at 12 she was with a 19-year-old, and that's where the sexual abuse starts.
Where's your dad?
My dad has actually passed away 2 years ago.
What happened?
There was a bomb in his shop. This was in the Philippines.
Ooh.
Yeah.
There's a bomb in his shop?
Yeah, I live in southern Philippines, and you know how there's a war going on. We didn't know if it was random killing or if it was, somebody was just mad at my dad. But it was a grenade, and he blew up.
Ugh.
Bad times. What kind of shop was he in?
My dad was a mechanic, and we own a shop,
Oh,
a mechanic shop.
wow. And so you went from the war-torn Philippines to Van Nuys?
Same place.
Worse.
Same place.
Worse. Took a nice step backwards
Is it
there.
really?
Go back to the Philippines, or at least you got good fruit.
Okay.
All right. So I'm sorry to hear what happened to your father.
Now, you may be sexually compulsed, which is a sort of much broader spectrum of problems.
Was your dad? So your dad was around the whole time you were growing up?
Yes, he was.
He was, and he was good to you.
Yes.
All right. Well, maybe you're just horny. What do? You got a boyfriend?
I actually do, but he does not. We don't really see each other much, and we don't do much either.
Why?
He's Christian.
He's Christian.
You understand, to be a sexual compulsive or sexual addict, you have to have lots of sex.
Gotta get it on once in a while.
I know. Well, I don't know. All I know is that since I was 7, I've been really horny. I didn't even know what horny meant until I was 16. And I lost my virginity at 17, and I loved it. And
17. Yeah,
That's
all right.
good.
All right, that's good. Right.
Keep going.
All right, and it's just, yeah, my 2 boyfriends have been really, like, there for me, and then ever since I got to America, it was just, like, it was weird, because the guys...
You've only had 2
No, you
girls.
just sound
You've only
healthy.
had 2 boyfriends. You're fine.
You're healthy. You just
You're
need
freaking
you
yourself
need
out.
a new boyfriend.
You're horny for your culture. You're not horny for our culture.
No, okay, well, I have 2 boyfriends, but I did not say I was faithful with those 2.
Uh-oh. Well, now you're going off the chart again.
Hey, by the way, you know what they call me in the Philippines?
What?
Cafe.
Pogi.
Pokey. That's right.
Boogie, really?
Pogi,
Can I get
yeah.
your number?
Yeah. What's pogi mean?
All right.
You know what pogi
Will you
means?
call me Gua? Yes, I do.
What's it mean?
Boogie means you're cute, you're handsome.
Handsome, that's right.
Yeah, handsome. That's my name. That's my Filipino name, Pogi. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Oh, you see, I have a problem. I do not masturbate. And right now, I do not know how, because it turns me off. So I need a penis.
You need a
to
penis.
satisfy me.
Yeah. What about your...
Do you have
wait,
orgasms?
what about your Christian boyfriend? I'm not done with him. What, he won't have sex with you?
No, he won't.
All right. Well, maybe you should break up with him.
I know, that's what everybody tells me.
Especially since you're having sex with another guy?
What?
Are you having sex with another guy? You said you had 2 boyfriends?
That was a long time ago. That was when I was young. Like, right
Okay.
now I'm 25 and...
All right. Yeah,
you need a new boyfriend.
Here's
You
the
need
thing.
to-
You need no boyfriend. You need a nice vibrator and a good job. What do? Are you working? You going to school?
Nurse.
Yes,
Nurse?
I'm an accountant.
Accountant. Excellent.
Accountant. Hot
Yes.
accountant. All right. And what do you want to do? Do you want to do anything? You have any hobbies? You want to do something?
Hobbies.
You ambitious?
I read a lot of books.
No, that's not a hobby.
No,
she needs something.
she's ambitious.
Buy a condo. Do something.
Yeah.
Focus on something.
But they have
Break up with
have a
this
real
guy and
relationship.
focus on
Yeah, this
something.
is just,
You're
yeah.
not as nutty as you think you are.
No, she's not. She's healthy.
And
Just she got another relationship.
yeah. I used to install closets with a Filipino guy named Pogi.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
Nice.
born again. Oh, what a delight. Me and 5 born agains installing closets. I should have killed myself. I should have fallen on a closet pole. Had some dignity. Sharpened it up on the grinder and just fell on it.
Ashley, 19?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're 19. Go ahead.
Yes, I am. Hi. I'm just really curious about this question. I've been meaning to ask you guys for a long time. Actually, it's about the pills that are supposed to make your breasts larger and fuller.
No, they don't. But sometimes birth control pills do. Something estrogen-containing pills will sometimes do that in some women.
Yeah. I'm on the pill right now, but
Yeah.
I
Nope,
really
there you
haven't
go.
seen any difference. So.
Well, there you go. Other than that, it's plastic surgeries.
Your boobs big enough. What size are they?
32C.
Oh, come on.
It's fine. What's wrong
When
with
people
that?
have plastic procedures, that's what they aim for.
That's what guys want.
Nah. They're like, it's because I'm skinny, though. They're kind of, I don't know.
What's wrong with that? You're skinny. You got a C cup. That's good, right?
Not if, I don't know. I feel like I'm not really proportionate. I feel like I should be bigger.
If you're skinny and you have a C cup, that's more than proportioned.
Are you
I don't
7 feet tall?
No, 5'8", but
All right, look, you're fine. Your guys like you?
yeah, sometimes.
All right,
sure they
look,
do.
I really mean it. I really do think that I was telling, forget it. Forget these calls, Joe.
There's somebody on hold for 112 minutes here. You can let her go?
All right, I'll be fast.
Okay.
Listen, people, girls need hobbies. Being attractive to men is not a hobby.
No, they need to, they need
You
a
need to
sense
do
of
something.
value in their
Think
life
about-
other than men.
Save some money and buy a condo.
Yeah.
So focus on something. Guys work on cars. Guys build houses. Guys have all kinds of stuff. And we screw, but we have all these other things. You just being presentable to the opposite sex or making yourself more alluring to the opposite sex can't be a full-time job for you.
Or can't be how you define yourself, more importantly.
Thank you. Naomi?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're 26. You tried many different kinds of depression medication.
Antidepressant.
None of them work.
No.
Have you been on mood
13.
Have you been on mood stabilizers?
That too, yeah.
All right, so you have a personality problem. You need therapy.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Okay, well, there you go. Antidepressants don't work that well. They're helpful, but they don't take things away when you've got addiction and or personality disorder.
So, psychiatrist?
I've done therapy.
Well, you got to keep doing it.
I've done it. It don't work.
How many years do you do it for with the same therapist?
Not that long.
Okay, that's not
Thank
doing
you.
it. That's not doing it.
You really know how to put a fine point on that.
Once you've packed in about 8 years.
Actually, medication made me worse. Actually,
All right. Hey, Screwball. Remember we were talking about doing therapy?
Go do it.
Go do it. All right. Or don't do it. I don't care. Just don't have any more kids. You have kids?
I don't have any kids.
Good.
There, good
All
girl.
right. So here are your choices. No kids or therapy.
Or
I
both.
don't even have any sex.
Good. That's a good thing. Just go to therapy. Please go to therapy. All right. We'll take a quick break. Be right back.
Okay, so I know there's nothing wrong with me. So what's up?
So I was like you, and I used to think that these Datelines were totally cheesy.
Why can't I meet anybody?
But I tried everything else and thought, what the hell? So I called the Dateline and actually met a cool guy.
I called the Dateline and I hooked up with some cool people.
Believe it or not, other normal people are out there looking too.
877-889-DATE.
1-800-LOVE-191. We'll be right back.
This hour brought to you in part by Axe. Experience the Axe effect.
Hey, everybody. It's LoveLine. Is this your song, Drew? No, this isn't your song.
I'm trying to figure out which one this is.
Who is this, Anderson? Yeah. I like that song.
You like the
Quirky.
Modest Mouse one?
I like the Modest
You
Mouse.
like the Modest
Yeah.
Mouse.
Load on.
Yeah. Yeah, Drew likes Modest
I
Mouse.
like Modest Mouse. This is it.
This is you, yeah. Yeah.
You seen the video for this? Pretty wild.
Oh, yeah, you like it?
Yeah.
We
You're
should get
gay.
the Modest Mousins in here.
Are they gay? No.
No, you're gay.
Well, I'm gay for liking it?
Yeah, that's what we're saying. And because your voice cracked when you said liking it.
I'm gay for liking it?
Peter Brady over here. Now, where were we?
Taking calls.
No, but I was talking. Oh, yes. Too much good stuff on TV.
Yeah.
Every day I go into work and people go, are you watching The Shield? No. Are you watching 6 Feet Under? No. You watching The Amazing Race? No. Oh, they're great. They're great. They're great. They're all great. Yeah, I know. Here's the deal. I watch 9 hours of TV a day. I still can't squeeze in all these other great shows. I don't know what to do. I don't even want to get going on, Tombstone or whatever the hell the next HBO show is, or 6 Feet Under. All this everything's good.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. Plus, there's pornography.
And that's most of your time.
Well, it's about 45, 50 hours a week. But
Yeah.
you don't touch that. That's my nest egg. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
You don't go into that. That's the principle.
Right.
We live off the interest.
Right.
You understand?
It throws off interest.
Yes, it does throw off. All right, you ready to rock?
Yeah.
Let's get it on.
Get it
Ready to
on.
Get on. Chris, you ready to get it on, buddy?
Yes.
No, you just say get it on. When I say, are you ready to get it on?
Let's get it on.
No.
That was good.
No, you said let's get it on.
Oh, yeah.
You say get it on. All right, we're going to try it again. I'll start with Drew. We'll lead into you. I say, you ready to get on? And you go, get it on. Okay, you ready? Drew, are you ready to get it on?
Get it on.
Get it on.
Oh.
All right, let's go to call.
Let me cue you, though. Let me cue you, okay?
Yes.
I'm going to cue you by going, are you ready to get on? Okay? Right? I'll cue
The
you
finger?
by...
Yeah.
I'll cue you by saying your name, and then I'll do the finger. All right, you ready,
Yeah.
Drew? I'm not going to give you the finger.
No,
You've been in
it's
radio long enough.
That's okay.
Drew, you ready to get it on?
Get it on.
Chris, you ready to get it on?
Get it on.
All right, let's get it on. Yeah. Angel,
Hey.
you're 20?
Yeah.
What's happening?
I think my boyfriend may be too big for me because when we have sex, it hurts really, really bad. And
Uh-oh.
it's
really uncomfortable, and I don't like having sex with him.
Is that your first boyfriend, or?
No, he's not.
And he definitely is too big. I mean, there's an anatomic problem. It's not just that you're getting uptight or getting spasming or having irritation. You can see that this doesn't fit.
Is he girthy?
Yeah.
That's what
Girthy
hurts.
and like long too.
Well, we actually get that complaint more frequently than the too
Girthy and
small.
long.
And
Wow.
I've occasionally in this show heard people say that the relationship it's a deal breaker. That they just can't negotiate this.
Oh, I wish someone would break up with me for that. That'd be right
true.
up there, like having my hands registered in Nevada. You know what I mean?
Yes, as weapons.
What happened with you and Cheryl? Too big. Had to break up. There's great love. We're planning on getting married.
She couldn't take it.
And, she's only flesh and blood.
I don't want to break up with him though, and it's like.
Well, is he aware this is a problem?
Yeah, like I tell him, you need to calm down, you need to go slow and everything.
Yeah.
And he tries, and he doesn't even go in all of the way.
Oh,
just to like accommodate me. But
can he grab the base and still have plenty to work with?
We work, we get through it. It's just I don't
She doesn't
know.
understand what you're talking about. This is your little fantasy here, Adam.
Can he? I don't know. Can he grab the base and still have plenty to work with?
Can he still have his hand wrapped around?
Grab the base of his penis and still have plenty to work with?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't.
That's somehow distressing to me.
I like that. Yeah. All right.
He's got to understand that this could be a deal breaker, and he's got to find a way to make this comfortable for you. And it's really about him being slow, using lubricants, relaxing. But if he is sort of, as they say, marching to his own drum, that's not going to go well.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know what we're supposed to do. You tell him to slow down, or he's not going to get any sex.
There's no magic. Right. You're in control, Angel. You hold all the cards.
Tell him. Does he give you oral sex?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the only one of my boyfriends who's ever made me.
That's nice. All right, Angel. Lubrication? You use plenty of lube?
No.
Why not? Seems like you should.
I just never thought about it.
All right. Well, that would be an easy place to start.
Okay.
All right. Seems like the vagina on fire would be one of the first things that would prompt you to think about the lubrication, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Angel, here's what we're going to do.
Okay.
We're going to get it on.
We're going to get it on. And how's he going to do this? I'm going to cue Drew. He's going to say get it on when I say ready to get it on. Then I'm going to do Engineer Chris. I see Engineer Chris, you ready to get on? He's going to say get it on. And then I'm going to say, Angel, are you ready to get it on? And you reply, get it on.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
This is very important.
Do you think we can get through
critical? This is critical.
Do you think
for
we
her.
can get through this?
Yeah, we can.
We can? All right.
I think
All right.
you could.
All right. I think we can too. All right. You ready?
No
Yeah.
way.
All right. Here we go. Drew, you ready to get it on?
Get it on.
Engineer Chris, you ready to get it on?
Get it on.
Angel, you ready to get it on?
Get it on.
Yeah. A little
Sweet.
hesitation, but nice.
Oh, she was good.
All right, baby doll.
And just listen. You are in control. Just remember that. Not him. You.
Get some lube. You're in charge. All right. Ron.
Yeah, what's going on?
What's happening, Ron?
Hello?
Ron's a virgin.
You're 21, Ron?
Right?
Yeah, I'm 21.
21.
And I'm black, too.
And you're black. Okay.
Yeah, black.
All right.
And I was calling because,
Calling why?
I was calling for like the last 2.5, 3 months. I've been getting this like sensation, like a pinching or a crawling sensation around the sac area. And I want to know, like, if crabs go untreated, how long do they last for, or like where do they go? Things like that.
Well, they stay pretty much as long as you let them coexist with you, but they cause intense itching, not just little creepy crawly sensations. It itches like hell, gets red, and burns.
Okay.
So what is it you're experiencing? Is it actually on the scrotum, or is it sort of behind the scrotum?
Behind.
Behind. You've got a crawling kind of feeling?
Or what kind of feeling?
Do you ride bikes or anything?
Nah.
Black guys don't ride bikes.
They do.
Nah, they don't.
We don't ride bikes.
They got Escalades.
We steal bikes.
They steal bikes.
Steel bikes.
Yeah. Ron, this is a bogus call, by the way.
This isn't bogus, man.
No, I don't think so.
Nah.
I'll just
I had better things to do with my time. I listen to the show every
Thanks,
night,
buddy.
though.
A real black man. What do you do for a living?
I go to school
Where do you go to school?
at University of Maryland.
All right.
Terrapin.
It's in Maryland. Terrapin?
Yeah.
Say, pronounce the word ask.
Pronounce the word ass.
Ass.
Yeah. No, ask. Ask.
Yeah.
Ask a question.
Oh, ask.
Yeah.
Ax. You can say ax. You can say ax.
Yeah. All right. I'm
Ron
down.
goes both ways.
I'm gone. I'm cool. All right, Drew, what about that? The creepy crawler in the back of the sack.
I don't know what that would be, Ron. It's probably nothing, really. There's a nerve you can injure down there. People occasionally injure from prolonged sitting on a bike seat, that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. And a crawly kind of sensation usually is a nerve pain.
Do you feel crabs? I've never had crabs. Do you feel them crawl? You don't feel them.
No.
They just itch,
They
right?
just itch, yeah. They don't really move. They're the slowest moving creatures.
They dig in.
Yeah. They sort of burrow in.
Yeah, they burrow in, Ron. You wouldn't feel them running around.
Okay.
All right. Well, you have a girlfriend?
I have many.
You have many.
Girlfriends.
Yeah.
All right.
Is there more you want to tell us? It's sort of a vague question.
What's your major?
Yeah, there's more too.
Go ahead.
There's like a rash too that, like, I don't know, at first when I first had it, I thought it was because of the soap I was using. And so I really didn't pay too much attention to it. It lasted for like a week and a half. And then that was about a month ago, and it just came back this week. So
now and it's staying in the same spot?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That makes, what does the rash look like?
Like right now it's just bumps in the central area. But
do they get blistery at all?
Nah. No, they don't get blistery.
Because the creepy, crawly, burny sensation can be like a preherpetic thing.
Why creepy, crawly?
Well, you know what you get when you get a lip herpes, you get that kind of burny, crawly feeling right there. Mm-hmm. And if it's something sort of back in the perineal area, it could feel kind of uncomfortable. So the herpes, I worry about that if there's a rash. But in all probability, it's probably just a fungus, just a tinea.
And
might try some over-the-counter fungus cream.
I don't know what you say. Ron, what'd you say?
As far as the testing for herpes, that's a blood test, right?
It's not. There is a blood test, but it's fairly worthless. The test is really you go in there and have a a doctor look at the rash.
Is it really that worthless?
It's only useful as a corroboration. It's in addition to if there's a highly suspicious situation and you got a positive test, it seals the deal.
Mm-hmm. So why? You could test positive for herpes
and
via blood test and not have it half the time?
The accuracy of a test is dependent on the probability of it being positive.
Really?
Yeah, that's why you really...
So if you took one of your kids and just got them a herpes blood test...
Could be positive.
It could be positive.
Yeah, easily.
But it's not true with HIV tests, is it?
No, that's a different kind of... It's not a...
Well, you say the probability. You say the accuracy of tests is based on the probability.
Yeah, but every single test the doctor does has a different accuracy, and it's sort of the quality of the tests are different in every single test we do. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The probability of it being truthful is very variable.
All right, you're running out of steam, buddy.
Well, I'm trying to think of a way of describing that with the way that you can understand it.
You got nothing. Let's just move forward, huh?
Yeah.
Let's cut our losses. Who's been on hold the longest? Let's talk to Alicia or Alyssa or whatever her name is. What's your name, baby doll?
It's Elisa.
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 All right. You're 19. What's up?
Okay, so I'm, attracted to abusive, men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it on. What's happening? Yeah, so?
Yeah.
Was your dad abusive?
Sure.
What?
Was your dad abusive?
No, but my mom was.
Ooh,
there's a little twist, yeah.
All right, so what's up?
Well, I had a boyfriend when I was 14, and we have been going on and off for 5 years now.
Wow.
And he is pretty abusive, verbally and emotionally. Mm-hmm. Not physically. Mm-hmm. But it's once we break up, we'll not talk for 2 months or whatever. We talk again. It's I'm totally attracted to him again, and I can't stay away.
Mm-hmm. So now what's going on? Neither one of you is meeting anyone else in the interim? Because that's what it's going to take for you guys to stay broken up. One of you is going to have to fall in love again.
Exactly. And why aren't you having
that happening in 2 months?
I don't know.
Right.
As we've talked about, that abusive quality in relationship can intensify the attachment need. Mm-hmm. So the person that's doing the abusing is also the person they're going to for the relief of the abuse. So it intensifies things.
All right. Well, anyway, you guys have been going out since you were 14, for the love of Christ. That's enough.
Time for change.
5 years on and off. Let's just call it off for good.
Okay.
All right. And as far as the abuse stuff, how about you find a boyfriend that's not verbally abusive? I mean,
I can try.
well, it seems like you could. It does. I know your mom was a little nutty, but your dad was decent, right?
No.
No? What'd he
Also
have going?
He kicked me out of the house.
How old were you?
I was just over 18, and I was still in high school.
Oh, okay. Why did he kick you out of the house?
Because my stepmom and I don't get along at all.
Yeah. Chicks, by the way, hate stepmoms. Guys don't really care.
Yeah.
Guys are like having a pet. You get an 18-year-old guy, just kick him out of the house. I don't know, just like a dog. Yeah, go
Right.
sleep outside.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, whatever. Go out of the garage. Yeah, chicks hate my sister hated my stepmom. They just they don't like them for the role that they fill
Right.
and the position that they fill.
They blame them. They
Doesn't
get to
even
be
matter.
blamed for everything.
Yeah. All right. All right. So you're a pain in the ass with your stepmom, and your dad booted you out of the house.
Yep.
And by the way, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, which is first off, the dad is happy to be with some new blood. He's got the new relationship going. The daughter and the stepmom are going at it, and the dad is basically like, "Look, I got to live with this broad for the rest of my life. I'm kicking this troublemaker out of here.
Yeah.
I'm not going to deal with it."
Yeesh.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's what happened over
It's
the
hideous.
Corolla family.
But again, Alyssa, so her esteem is completely shattered. She's stuck in this cycle of abuse she can't get out of. Alyssa, you got to get yourself some help if you can't break this, because this is a very dysfunctional relationship. It's gone on far too long. Relationships that begin when you're 14, 15, 16 are supposed to end.
Yeah.
Even though it's hard to imagine it. We were talking about last night.
Yeah.
How could it possibly end? Well, they all do. And
Yeah.
this one really needs to.
Yeah.
course.
Alyssa could have been a pain in the ass too. All right. So Dad kicked you out. Hey, Lisa.
Yeah?
Why were you going at it with your stepmom?
Oh my gosh, she's horrible. Like, I have a stepsister who's my age, and she's the one who's pretty, and she's the one who's smart, and like, my stepmom constantly puts me
Cinderella.
down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have to stay home at night and like clean the
Chimney?
the chimneys and the fireplaces?
Well, no,
You get up in the middle of the night and cook the food for everybody in the morning.
Yeah.
no, but
And
I
then
did
everybody else
have-
gets to go to the ball. The prince puts on a ball. And they,
Yeah.
I did have a boyfriend, and when he broke up with me because of how I looked, she told me point blank, how could somebody be attracted to you?
That's
right.
nice.
Yeah. I'm
And
sure
so,
she didn't
yeah.
say that.
Right.
But that's all my sister used to do too.
What
is
she
that-
said
she'd say-
was, with that black fingernail polish and the black hair
Right.
and the white skin, how is anybody going to be attracted
That's
to
all.
you?
The chicks-
Why did you take
chicks,
care
by
of
the way,
yourself?
have
Why did you take care of yourself? Like,
unlimited
buy you some nice
capacity to
clothing.
hear what they
That goes in as, she told me I was ugly.
I know. Every time we have that where, oh, my dad said I was stupid or ugly or fat or whatever, it's like, no, they don't say that. They say stuff like, how could you do something so stupid? That
Like,
kind of stuff.
It's like we're begging you to take care of yourself. Let's get you a trainer so you can lose the weight and maybe you'll be more attractive.
Oh, call me
You're-
fat.
There you go.
Drew, you can keep talking, by the way, if I take a sip of coffee. You don't have to stop.
No, you ran out of steam at that exact moment. I'm sorry. So, you know, I have a certain. I can only go so far.
I tried to take a sip of coffee twice
I'm
a
like
month on
a
the show.
sort of like a Special Olympics. You know,
Yeah,
I
you
got
got-
muscle disease.
you
I
got the
can go
special
a
part,
few,
right. Yeah.
few yards and it's over.
All right. So listen, look, all you broads out there, leave your stepmom alone. They're a pain in the ass, but why get into it with them? And you expect your dad to buck up and get your back? No way. He whipped. My puss dad. Are you kidding? Adios.
But really, we live in a time in a country where there is a sort of, we've institutionalized the transition out of the home. At 18, 19, the school, got dorms.
Dorms.
But you know what I mean? You can get away from that home that's
Yeah.
not working for you in
Yeah,
formal
carpet
life.
cleaning, right? An apartment.
But the point is, you know, it's not everyone's a loser.
Oh.
Did those words come out?
Wow.
What did I say?
Get it off.
So and that there's all this opportunity to leave and go to schools. I mean, all kinds of schools out there. Not everything is.
Yeah,
you
but
know.
you got to realize, Drew, most of the crappy families we're talking about with the crappy step-parents and the dads and all that, they're not going off to college anywhere.
But they could.
That is a
The point is they
pipe dream
could,
for
though.
most
They
people.
could.
Not
With
really.
Not a lot of.
No, going off to. I didn't know anybody who went off to college who came from that. They couldn't. You couldn't. Are you kidding? Do you understand when you don't have like parents, you can't even fill out stuff. You know, like, you just get a student loan, and you're 17, you're 18, you're an idiot. Your parents don't care. They want you out of the house. You don't fill out paperwork. You don't do anything.
But
You
what I'm
just get
saying
out.
is that there's an out, and if you're really motivated to leave, and this is really a miserable situation, there is.
Yeah, it's an out. You get a couple of roommates. You all three of you get a crappy job, and you move into a 1-bedroom, and you bunk up on a futon, and you try to do a better job and make another $1.50 an hour.
All right.
That's how it works.
There you go.
All right, and you get it on. All right, we'll take a quick break. Be right back after this.
Hello, this is your radio. LoveLine will be right back.
Hey, everybody, LoveLine, man. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Drew and I just talking about the love of TiVo over nice lukewarm urination section. Yeah, good whizzing.
Yeah, my favorite thing, Adam, is you've ever noticed when I walk out, I take the stall, Adam takes the latrine.
Mm-hmm.
Have you noticed how when I walk out of the stall, you get that shiver thing?
I get the shiver
every time.
That's because I hear footsteps. I hear it coming up behind me. I'm like a small wideout who's forced to go over the middle.
What is that?
I feel that strong.
You're
Feel that
having a
strong
pee.
safety. I get the shiver thing when I take the whiz every once in a while.
But when I walk behind you, it's like, ugh.
Yeah. It's like it's like having the hiccups and trying to think about not hiccuping, and it just.
Are you afraid
that
I'm going to
triggers one.
You know what that is? That is years and years of your friends pouncing on you when you're in the middle of a whiz. Your effed up friends. And
Now, what is that? I don't.
You,
I
jumping
think,
on
I think
you,
that thing is just
pushing you into the latrine, right?
I
Come
think
on.
it's to shake the whiz loose.
No, but I mean, I think the reason you get the shudder.
Shudder's to shake the last couple drops out of the urethra. That's
That'd be
my
the
theory.
remnant
That's
of
why
that.
God does that.
Yeah.
It's God shaking your dingling. Eva,
Yes.
you're 26.
Uh-huh.
You're dating a 40-year-old married boss.
Yes.
He wants anal.
Yes.
Wow. Got a strong sense of entitlement, this cat. Gonna date my employees, and I want anal.
How dare he?
Yeah.
The temerity of this man. He is jejune to think that he can get away with that sort of nonsense.
Jajuniskity. Yeah. Is he married?
Yes.
Ooh.
What kind of work?
I'm sorry?
What kind of place is this that he's the boss
I'm an attorney.
Attorney, did you say?
Yes.
Yeah. And you're an employee?
No, I'm an attorney as well.
You're on the same level.
No, he's my supervisor.
So isn't there a conflict there?
Well, we work in the same place, so no, there's no conflict. I mean, I'm not a client, and neither is he. So.
No, but there's an authority issue here. He's
Oh,
a man.
well,
He's
yeah, definitely. I'm a subordinate.
right. No, don't. I mean, you just because you're attorneys, you're bigger than the law. That doesn't apply to you guys. That's an issue.
It is an issue. I agree.
It's a huge issue. And then what about the marriage?
That's an issue.
We have never talked to a woman with dating a married guy where the guy, in spite of him talking how miserable he is, how horrible his wife is, where the guy ever leaves his wife.
Oh, he's never told me that his wife is miserable or his marriage.
And by the way, look, if your wife lets you hit 26-year-old workmates in the keister or doesn't know about it, you don't have to go anywhere. I mean, Drew, think about it. You'd never have to leave your wife if, you know.
Oh, she's on board with it?
Well, forget about being on board. I shouldn't even said that. Just doesn't know. I mean, here's the thing. You're married. You have a house. Look, let's face it. A lot of guys don't want to get divorced just for the
Financial
money.
reasons,
Yeah,
yeah.
financial reasons. They don't want to. They love their kids. They love their wife. Maybe whatever. The wife's a little long in the tooth. The romance is gone. The kids are
It's the
hassling
Coolidge
everybody.
effect.
Yeah, and I don't want to get in that story again. But the point is if I think they do have this worked out in certain parts of Europe, which is you get a little something on the side, and you get a mistress, and you get to stay a little bit, and you go home and you're happy.
And we don't have that in this country.
No, we don't. But I would like to work. on
No, it's not a good thing.
Okay. Yeah. No. Drew's right.
Ava, so what can we do for you? What exactly do you have in mind tonight?
Well, wait a minute. You passed the bar. You're a full-fledged attorney.
Correct.
Wow, and only 26, doing well for yourself.
What kind of law do you like to practice?
Criminal defense.
Oh,
nice. And so you started having an affair with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
How long's that been going on?
Since July, so just a few months.
July. And how did he weave the anal into the conversation, into the pillow talk?
Well, it's something that he's told me that he enjoys.
Mm-hmm.
And,
well, I think just
that
by virtue of being an attorney, you enjoy screwing people in the ass. I mean, I think that comes with the territory. Drew, seriously, I'm not kidding. There's a lot of reaming going on with this.
Is he also criminal defense?
Yes.
So it's not so much reaming.
All right. And this feels, we don't trust this guy. I don't like him. He's cheating on his wife. He's an attorney. No offense.
He's in an authority position, and he's abusing that position.
He is, and as an attorney, by the way, should know better than anybody what the
liability is of that.
Consequences could possibly be.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably, bring some sort of sexual harassment lawsuit against him.
Probably.
Yes?
Well, it's been pretty consensual, so.
Yeah, I know, but even
when there's an
even
authority
so,
imbalance like that, the consensuality doesn't matter so much, does it?
I would imagine it's not as strong a case, but there's still a case. And by the way, even win, lose, or draw, it could be very ugly for him.
Ava, are you a victim?
I'm sorry?
Are you a victim, childhood victim of some sort?
No.
Nothing?
No, nothing at all.
So how do you perceive this relationship? Is it just something that...
I'm absolutely in love with him, and
oh, really?
I never thought I was ever going to have an affair with a married man.
Right.
I'm not very experienced. I've only dated one guy my whole life.
I know. You're a good student.
Yeah. What happened with that relationship?
We were together for about 5 years, and it ended recently in April.
Mm-hmm. All right, so...
21 to 26, and before that, early 20 to 25, before that, no relationships, huh?
No.
All right, Eva. Here's the thing. He has no intention of leaving his wife.
Well, it's just something that it's not something that we really discussed, and I don't expect him to. And he loves his wife dearly.
So what do you want to get out of this?
Yeah.
What's in this for you?
He loves his wife dearly and loves Eva rearly. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa.
High five.
A rare high five from Dr. Drew. Oh, second high five. Listen, Eva, I know it sort of feels good and the attention, and it's hard when you're working with someone and you're infatuated and attracted
And
and
you
so
just
on and so
broken up
forth.
from a 5-year relationship.
Yeah, this is going nowhere, and this is going to be a sort of a slow death, and this is, this is a limb that needs to be amputated, and you can't stand. Your thing is like, how am I going to get by without my leg? And it's like you're going to get gangrene and you're going to die.
You may want to get out of that work environment. I would suggest if you possibly can.
You're smart. You can tell him this has to end. I have feelings for you, and if you change your mind,
or if you leave your wife,
and that's what I'm talking about, then we can wait a few months and give me a call. But you and your wife, I got to move on. It's best for you, Eva. You're smart.
It's best for everybody.
Okay.
Although God knows this guy will do this with somebody else.
Yeah. You guys are huevos. And no anal, naturally. All right. Let me tell you, guys got, attorneys got, male attorneys, any attorneys, huge huevos. You know what I mean? Screwing around with my wife, banging an underling over at work, like some anal.
At some time, they start thinking that nothing matters. Everything's relative.
Yeah, well, that's what ends up happening with their profession, which is it's not really about right or wrong or guilty or innocent. It's just we'll just collect this evidence and we'll see if we can get people off on a technicality.
Nothing matters.
Or it doesn't really matter if silicone breast implants don't actually damage anybody. There's money to be made. And I hear people argue that all the time, and it drives me nuts. It's sort of like, well, look, we all know the guy did X, Y, or Z, but they didn't prove beyond a reasonable doubt that, okay, but if we all know the guy's guilty, and then ultimately, isn't that enough? You know what we really need? We need in this country, Drew, we have to start focusing on the spirit of the law.
Oh, my.
And not the letter of the law.
Absolutely.
Oh, my. And it's not only the attorney's fault. Although I'd like to blame it on him, it's everyone's fault. And when I say everyone, I mean everyone but me and Drew. And possibly engineer Chris.
What do you mean for taking the system and abusing it?
Well, here's what we do. What we do is there's the 4-way stop sign in the middle of the desert, and you roll through it and you get the ticket because technically you didn't come to a stop. But, of course, the spirit of the law is trying for you not to T-bone another car. And the reality is there was zero safety. It was a zero factor, and therefore you shouldn't get the ticket. But then it's like, oh, no, you didn't come to a complete stop, or you rolled through this at 4 a.m, or you turned left and there was no traffic coming. All this nonsense. And then that just bleeds into the courts. The cops get it started with the technical BS, chicken-ass ticket that had everything to do with the letter of the law and nothing to do with the spirit of the law. I mean, you make these rules so X, Y, and Z doesn't happen, and then we all just start spinning out. It's like I took that flight that time, and the stupid hatch was open on the overhead luggage thing, and we couldn't take the plane off. Oh, I was at my best.
Oh, my God.
And I said, there's nothing in.
I'm so glad I was not on that plane.
It was uncomfortable. They took, had a couple Bloody Marys, was sitting in first class and running late. Had someone picking me up from the airport. Why aren't we going? Well, because the latch is screwed up on the overhead compartment, and the door, which has a sort of pneumatic spring-loaded opener, is now going open. We shut it, and then it starts slowly opening again. Well, what's wrong? Why aren't we leaving? Well, FAA regulations say you can't take the plane off unless the thing is securely shut. Well, let's empty it out. Oh, no, there's nothing in it. Well, then let's take off. Oh, no, you can't do it if it's open. Yeah, so junk doesn't fall on people's head. Sir, please, sit down. Sit down. It's only the reason it can't be open is so my camera case does not conk old Betty on the head over there and cause some hematoma.
Yeah.
I think I said hematoma.
It's all good.
That's a town.
It's all good. I was going to let it go.
All right,
That's Manitoba.
Yeah, I know. I got hematoma and Manitoba. All the point is this is lawyers. This is letter of the law. Yeah, the spirit of the law is, look, we got to make sure these are closed so no one gets hit on the head with a falling object.
One of the purposes of the law is to make us do the right thing, to do the good. But the good
now
guys
we just work around
the good guys have become the bad guys.
Yes,
and now it's all about making the good guys bad. That's what the law is for.
Let me tell you. I sat there, and so I said, okay, so we got to get it shut? And it's shut. Go get some duct tape and put a piece of duct tape on if it needs to be shut. Sir, please, sit down. And I said, look, let's just go. What are we doing here? I mean, come on. This is not going to do anything. It's empty. What's air? Is air going to fall out? Air? What? There's some air stuck in there that's going to land on someone's head? Let's go. Let's get it going. And that's what, by the way, that's what we need in this life. And this is why I turn left at every one of those chicken-ass red arrows when the signal's green. I see the earth curving in the distance. I'm not buying into it. I'm turning. I'm taking the plane off. We need we need a groundswell of this, and this is what we need. Yeah. We need people
civil disobedience.
This. Yeah. We need to take our country back.
No, you're right.
And I said, put some duct tape on it, and let's go. And she was like, I was federal marshals. And by the way, this is pre 9/11. If it was post 9/11, I would have been dragged off the plane as a maniac. Yeah. Of course, everyone else is just sitting there with their thumbs up their ass because they're too chicken ass to say anything. Okay, it may have been the booze talking, but I said, let's go, let's do it, let's go. What are we doing here? This is costing money. Let's go. I got someone meet me at the airport. Let's go, sir. So maintenance guy comes in, makes 3 or 4 trips, takes a few passes with the screwdriver, goes back and forth. Of course. Yeah, but an hour and 40 minutes later, pulls out the duct tape. Oh, that was great. But then of course, I had my then I had my day in the sun with the stewardess. Yes. But then it was payback time from Chicago. I was then ignored or abused for the rest of that flight because I brought the duct tape on. I've been burned. Yes. Yeah, and she was like wounded the entire flight. All I'm saying is let's focus on spirit of the law, and let's move forward with our lives. Yeah. And let's all decide. Let's all decide when it's okay to turn left. I think we can decide. Yeah. We decided at the last signal that didn't have the goddamn arrow. Can't we decide on this? We can decide to take the airplane off. We can do all this.
There's all kinds of things you cannot decide to do unless you are in France.
That's right.
Then you can do it all.
That's right.
You can be an adult.
You're in Europe. You get to walk around with a beer in your hand.
A glass. A glass.
Imagine.
And a cigarette.
And
my God.
You can actually smoke.
In the open air.
I know. And I can't believe that people aren't just finishing off their Heinekens and throwing them into open crowds.
Yeah.
No. Well, we have to cover everything with padding. Adults have to drink everything out of plastic cups. Every lighter has to have a childproof thing on it. And that goddamn childproof thing, I mean, it's like I find myself Drew, try to light a lighter, by the way. You're just sitting there and you're like holding and first off, if we're going to childproof something, can't we just do it one way? Do we have to have as many different devices for lighters as there are lighters? It's like, there's nothing worse. Someone gives you their lighter and it's like, hup, and then the guy's going, no. You got to pull out the choke on this one and then twist it half a click to the left. And then you had to put a set of chopsticks up your ass. And that's the one this one likes. Oh, yeah, because mine, I just got the one with the big band on it that doesn't really let you turn the flint.
At all.
Oh, no. Oh, you tried it once? Yeah, I'm trying to get... No, you got to reset.
The chopsticks.
You got to reset it. You got to reset after each try. Right? Just sitting there like, wearing the skin off of my thumb like a retard, going, what are we doing? Arguing with every bottle. Really? That's it? Because a handful of idiots every year burn their trailer down, because a handful of kids that aren't watching OD on something.
How about this, the medication Vioxx was just taken off the market? It's a great medication.
Great medication.
10 cases out of 10,000 may be associated with heart trouble. Maybe.
Yeah.
Forget the thousands of people are helped by it. We got to take it off the market.
No.
Relabel it.
Here's the next time you're just sitting in your house and you're hearing that me, because the garbage truck has put it in reverse. They don't want to run over the kids, and you're struggling with your lighter and you're trying to get your aspirin open. You just think of me and Dr. Drew. We'll be right back after this.
LoveLine will be right back. So get your problems ready.
Drew, how much money do guys spend trying to get chicks? Into the billions?
Yes.
Cars?
Everything.
Condos?
Everything.
Hair plugs?
Yeah.
All they need is some Axe deodorant body spray and $1 million. Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Let's get back to those phones. Help them kitties. Eric, it's time to play Germany or Florida. What do you got?
Hey there, Dr. Drew. Hold on, let me check the weather. Palo Alto checking in at 71 degrees. Boy, I tell you, I was sitting at a three-way stop. It's crazy, bro. Shake your ass. Drew, let me do the radio math. I got 4 feet, 7 and 3/16 inches. Hold on, Chief Thunderclouds wants to say something. Nah, hey, attention, no one. 05 freeway backed up. Watch your brake lights, mattress, and rains.
Yeah. Keep going, buddy.
You know, I used to clean carpets, lived with my good friend Louise. You know, now I'm literally a millionaire, Drew. Literally a millionaire. I should have my own garbage man. Blah, 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 blah. Put Culver City cops in their right-hand drive Chevettes, writing chicken-ass tickets. Blah, blah, blah. Not enough manpower. Blah, 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 blah. Holocaust. Blah, 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 blah.
That's good.
You know, most people brag about how good they are in the sack. Well, I'll tell you, I'm so good at receiving oil. Let me tell you. Okay, ladies, break it down. Grab a knee. That helmet's not a chair. I went to an Armenian sandwich shop trying to get a falafel. Oh, get on house. My dad has no idea what time the show is on. He's such a huge pussy. I'm going to kick him right in the nuts. Crank Anchors on tonight. Everybody check out Crank Anchors. Hey, Drew, I tell you, people that call this show are such retards. You know what I'm saying? You know, I used to do a little boxing, you know, southpaw, blah, blah, blah. I need some red wine, you know, it's my medicine. My medicine drew got hit. I mean, I'm the taboo, too, you know. He has it all, yes, he does. You know, taboo, too. Let me tell you about these pussy politicians. Listen, you know what you Italian to? You know what we tell you, that's what we pay you for. Oh, these pussy politicians and their whack job nutball religions, let me tell you, blah, blah, blah. You know, strip club DJs are all the same guys, you know what I'm saying? They got the fanny pack, you got the ponytail, Britney Stage 5, blah, 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 blah.
Well, that's it. That's the show.
I think that's about it.
I'm a hairy guy. Whoa, trying to find my ass. I'm going to find Santa Claus' mouth. Blah, blah, blah. Hang out with Snoop. Blah, blah.
Oh, your best
Adam,
too,
I used to do a little bit of carpentry.
It's my A game. Oh, what?
Adam, I do a little bit of carpentry, Adam. I bet you can't stump me.
Ooh. Challenge. The gauntlet is down.
You can't stump me, Adam.
All right. Hold on, Eric. Now calm down. Here we go.
Wow.
Hold on.
All right. Now.
Here we go.
All right, Eric. You're a carpenter.
No, Adam, I hate to cut you off, but I got to check traffic. Traffic lanes, watch for brake lights. Hold on, we got weather coming up. Power also checking in at 71 degrees. Culver City coming in 71 degrees. I'm sorry, Adam, go ahead.
All right. I'm going to ask you a question about insulation. All right. You have 2x6 walls, stud walls. What size insulation?
Hold on, I'm sorry. I got to break in here with weather. Palo Alto checking in at 71 degrees. Culver City, 71. I'm sorry, Adam, go ahead.
You got to answer the question. I'm going to hang up on you.
All right. Hey, do you want this Germany or Florida?
All right. But are you a carpenter?
Hell no.
All right. Here we go. Germany or Florida. Here
Hey, hold on, by the way.
Yeah, well done.
Nice work, Eric. You covered every base.
That's it.
That's the show.
I think that's Adam. That's it.
Well, with the exception, ironically, of Germany or Florida.
That's coming. That's coming if you still want it.
All right.
Yeah, we want it.
Eric, you must listen to a lot of this show.
You have no idea.
What do you do? You have some job where you work the graveyard or something?
Exactly. Yeah, me and my buddy sit up here and we listen to you 4 nights a week.
What are you doing?
Every night, yep.
What kind of work are you doing?
About 5 years now. We work at a print shop.
Your buddies should applaud your talent.
Yeah.
It was partially his idea.
Think how many people we have calling telling us they're gonna write, they're gonna do something. Eric just showed us his wares.
Yeah.
Showed us the good.
Yeah,
I'm a fan.
I think he even came up with the idea. We sat down, we wrote down the beats and hammered them out a little bit. And
Yeah. Well, hey, you did your homework.
Didn't miss any.
All right, buddy. What's give me your Germany or Florida?
Okay, 19-year-old man clad in a black trench coat, armed with 2 rifles, a pistol, and a sword, goes to his place of employment. He declares himself to be a vampire killer, and he shoots one of his coworkers right in the head.
Ooh.
Wow.
Okay, now, vampire Eastern European.
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
Sword. Wait, hang on a second. Sword and a black overcoat. Germany.
Yeah.
But Eric is pretty shrewd. He might be leading us down the
Primrose
path here.
Shooting someone at work, a very Florida thing to do, but only one person at work seems more German than Florida. Florida, they have massacres.
Right, and the massacres are usually spraying, not standing up to somebody and shooting them.
But you got to think, too, Columbine was all about black trench coats as well, and that was in America.
Well
That's
done.
a good point.
As usual, Eric is on his game.
I'm going Germany. My impulse was Germany.
Yeah, Germany.
Eric, we're going Germany.
Okay, I'm going to tell you the answer, and then I'm going to tell you the cool twist to the story, too.
All right.
It actually happened in Florida.
Who?
The twist was the man that he shot.
German.
Nope, he had an apple size of a mason jar.
Oh.
Good night, guys.
You should have just given the mason jar earlier. We're let down because we...
No, that's good.
It's good, all right.
All right. So was that a story? That was a true story that you just added the mason jar onto then?
Or the whole thing is mason jar?
Yeah, Adam, the mason jar was not part of the story.
But the whole story...
But the whole story is a true story.
The whole story was true. I think I heard it about 6 months ago. And some of the details...
And it was a legitimate Germany or Florida. He just added the mason jar to the end.
Oh.
All right, Eric. Listen, you got a pulse. Call the show anytime you like.
Exactly. See how different that is?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. And look, anyone wants to call the show and make fun of us or critique us or even pay a sort of backhanded homage to me or the show, we won't cut you off.
No,
you call a lot of radio shows. You start in on the host, they immediately cut you off. Here, we'll run you dry. Say your piece. The worse, the better. Cindy,
Yeah, I'm here.
you're 22.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Okay. Well, this is kind of for you, not really for Dr. Drew. Okay. Okay, I just moved into this apartment complex, okay, and I met some people at the pool, and they're really nice, whatever. And one of the guys, he has a girlfriend. And we ended up going out the other night, and I kind of got a little drunk, maybe. Okay, yeah, a little bit drunk. And I started sitting on her lap.
You're lesbian.
And I've had the girlfriend, or the guy's girlfriend. I don't want to say any names.
You start sitting on the lap, yeah.
Okay, so I sat on her lap, and then everyone's like, oh, we're going to kiss her, da-da. And I turned around, and I was like, yeah. And then she, like, moved her head. And, like, I don't remember this, but this is what the other guy, not the guy with the girlfriend, but he came over earlier tonight, talked to me. He was like, did you try to kiss, what's her name? And I was like, oh, my God, no. And he's like, good, I thought not. Da-da-da. And he started giving me a hard time about it. I'm like, no. And then I talked to her earlier tonight, and I asked her, and she's like, yeah, you totally did. I was like, oh, no, and I'm kind of...
Oh, jeez. Yes, that was the F
She
word.
just yelled the F word.
Yeah, she just yelled it. And the deal is, there's apparently, what we've got on the screen here on her is that she has had a girlfriend when she was in jail.
That was a great chick story.
Yeah.
Oh, really makes me miss the guy doing the impression of me. Because you go from that to, and so I was down at the pool, and then I talked to this one girl, and then we went out to Carlos and Pepe's, and then I had too many margaritas. I get mine shaken, but I like the ice, so I tell them not to. I like it blended, but I don't like the crushed ice because it gives me a headache, and I like salt on half the glass. And then I sat on her lap, and then we started to kiss, but then she moved her head, and then the next day a guy came over.
He totally said I tried to scam
And he totally said I tried to scam on a girl, but I was like, no, she moved her head, but I think he thinks I'm a slut. And then F the world. And then anyway. All right, so that was really just a long-winded, boring story with the F word is the tag.
And we got to go to break.
All right, well, hold on a second. Mike?
Yeah.
Mike, yeah. You've been on hold for a long time. You have the puffy nipples and areolas. They stick out.
I called before, and you guys went off the air on me, but I've been trying to find out the answer to my problem for years now. I've been having
Here's the thing. You have to consult a plastic surgeon.
They take care of these things.
It's not about exercise.
It's not uncommon.
It's not about what you're eating. It's not about anything. It's just genetics and consult a plastic surgeon.
You're 20, it's time.
Okay?
You're not 13. At 20, you got to get checked out.
Just go in and see somebody.
Sometime with a little liposuction.
They're not going to charge you anything. Open the phone book, go on the computer, find a plastic surgeon, and go see him.
And he's going to charge me an arm and a leg for it, huh?
Not for the consultation, but if you really want to know what can be done, you'll see what can be done.
Get some prices. All right, we'll be back after this.
All right, guys, here's the deal. Looking to hook up? Call the Dateline. Sick of wasting time with the wrong person? Call the Dateline. One call's all you need to make. Call the Dateline.
1-877-889-DATE.
If you need help,
call LoveLine. 1-800-LOVE-191.
Well, I'll tell you, time really flies when you're not actually in the studio. Thanks for tuning in tonight, kiddies, and until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
This has been LoveLine. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for LoveLine is Ann Ingold. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.